MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game Minor League Baseball. Next on MLB Network, Nick Pivetta gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout-to-walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, Ronald Torre.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Santana has room in foul territory. 1 out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. Looking at the stats, I'm so impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the American League coming into this game. And when you're doing that, you catch just about everybody's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez. A real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
What a play, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Odubel Herrera will show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Up next will be Nick Williams, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Adam Rosales. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. Comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he got him.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And the guy manning shortstop today is J.P. Crawford. This guy, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the game, but he has unbelievable range, a strong arm, and very, very quick hands. And he is just the start of the new wave of the next line of great shortstops.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. And that'll get down for a base hit. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Brandon Drury will bat next. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Drury, a 25-year-old. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Hoskins is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On now to the bottom of the 2nd, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that will be a base hit here for Santana.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Mike Franco.
So coming to the plate, Michael Franco. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you could get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. Gomez calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And the tag's there. He's out. Runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Here's Carlos Gomez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Late that time for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
The pitcher, number 19. Masahiro.
So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Masahiro Tanaka. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The high fastball is in there.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hands, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes. As it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Torres fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. A 1 pitch on its way. Tapped down the line. Drury gloves it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Odubel Herrera. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Tanaka's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Hit toward the right side. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue.
The right fielder, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Gomez has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Oh, 0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 is the top 2 speeds thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Aaron Judge comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And there's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adam Rosales. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Adam Rosales.
And a whiff at a good slider that time.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Hit down the third baseline. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard to short. Gregorius has it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Here's Carlos Santana now. First offering on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 home. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 4. Still tied, 0-0. Striding in once again, Brandon Drury. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming, here it is. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow him.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Set and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
The batter, number 2.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
This is on the ground over to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself. And runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting,
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still no score. Into the box now. Nick Pivetta comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's down to third. Drury has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
center fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Odubel Herrera. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball down near the shoe tops. Way out in front.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Pulled softly out toward right, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Pulled toward right center field. Gomez there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Adam Rosales. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Phillies strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Gary Sanchez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. We are still scoreless. Ready once again, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams, or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground to third. And a good throw gets him one gone.
First baseman, number 40.
Digging in once again, Carlos Santana. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
The 0-2 delivery. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Maikel Franco. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Weak chopper up the line. Brewery gloves it on the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Still no score. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Skied into very shallow right. Williams is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. And the term pitcher's duel doesn't even do justice to what we've had here so far. As you can see on the graphic, 2 dominating performances and 2 shutouts to this point from our 2 starters. Ready for another shot now, Greg Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Herrera on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Standing in now, the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go, and the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Yankees do get one on the solo homer. Riding in once again, Jorge Alfaro, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Ready for another chance? J.P. Crawford. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The slider's in for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Jake Marisnick will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6. Paul Richmond.
Way in front of a great slider that time. With runners in scoring position this season, Marisnick has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Dribbled to the right side. But it's foul, strike 1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Hit out towards second. Reyes has it. There's one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back in the city of brotherly love for the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. Luis Garcia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Rosales calls for it. 1 out. Here's Didi Gregorius. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Garcia, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Didi Gregorius goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. So nothing in the Bombers' 9th. One last shot now for Philadelphia. They trail here 1-0. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Gomez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Into the box, Adam Rosales. Line hard to the left side, but foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit to short. Gregorius is there. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game